It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Second down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock it all away.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Winston. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at the 31-yard line. On 1st down, it's Corral. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First throw, here's Winston. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Landry now in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On play action, Winston. They go with a shot. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. They find some open field here. Takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, snipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Winston now. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 16, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
To throw, Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kamara is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Trying to gain him a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 to the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
3rd and goal, Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their 25-yard line. A first down throw here for Corral. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
To throw again on second down. Winston. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The Lions have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Fourth down, Winston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Corral on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Corral. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kawan Baker, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Throwing here, Corral. He's able to find Melton.
And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Corral with it. First down here. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Panthers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Corral.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. And caught by Tremble.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive and get him on the ground.
Corral with it on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Corral yet again going to throw it. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Corral. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Winston now from the 50. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
First down. Here's Corral with it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A final shot before the half for Corral. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches were never perfectionists in all ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a net
touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is...
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on second and 10. Corral. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Corral. Open man is Anderson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
To the air again with Corral. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Corral. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Corral here working from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Sutton with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st and 10, Winston.
Got his man, Baker. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw, Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints are able to at least get one score back. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Anderson loses the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. On 2nd down, here's Corral.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Corral, another throw coming. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Corral. Thomas brings it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Corral to throw once again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. First down, Winston. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Corral with it, first down here. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. There's Trumbo, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level.
Touchdown! Tommy Trimble, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They're ready for a Captain Obvious comment.
He's go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here before.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, and I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Play action now. Winston. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To the air again with Winston. Alvin Kamara wheeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Jameis to throw it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Lutt's good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutt's to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they take a knee. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone.